Another episode of Chop Shop. As you take a look, my man to the right of me, the one and only infamous Greg Dade Ruff's in the building. What's going on with you, Ruff?
Hey, I'm all right, and I'm a little bit more to the middle, but I got your point.
Okay, with that being said, tonight we with our AMG Polo and our Dade City, while they off today, they took some personal time to PTO. They will get written up next week. So with that being said, we always try to definitely focus on scholar athletes. That tonight is within that same accord. We actually have a young man in here played quarterback. Started out at Armwood, went to Jefferson, and you said,
the University of Thomas Jefferson High School, 441 Cypress Street, Tampa, Florida.
Okay,
33607.
Left there this last year, went on to Bloomingdale, and took Bloomingdale to heights never even seen before. Semifinal. Lost to St. Thomas, most yards of the season. A lot of good stuff going on. So with that being said, we're going to introduce to you McNeese State quarterback Tre Simmons and his dad, C.J. Simmons. Y'all welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Let's get into it, man.
Bright colors over there, by the way.
Oh, God, he finna clown tonight. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go to C.J. first. Tre came in, you started coaching with the Jags 17 years ago. And when, Tre, he told me offline, he said, the game was a little more physical. He played basketball, but more like football. When did you see, okay, you know what, he may be able, this might be something with this football, Because you kind of see it early.
Yeah. About halfway through the 4-year-old season, I kind of seen, he played flag. He started at flag at 4. So about halfway through that season, he got him out there at receiver. Catch the ball. He kind of picked up the football on his own. But then going into that 5-year-old year, he broke the TBYFL record. He scored 27 touchdowns. So
for Little League?
For Little League.
I ain't scored. I ain't scored that many. I'm thinking Little League. Middle school, I ain't scored 27. Maybe in the neighborhood.
I made sure I counted.
I don't care.
Yeah, maybe in the maybe in the neighborhood. Yeah, I ain't scored that in a game though.
Yeah, but just in general.
Yeah, I was a 3 in the neighborhood. Yeah, you got to guard him.
Hey, throw up, tackle, all that stuff.
So let's take it to high school. You started out at Armwood. What was it you started playing at Armwood?
Quarterback.
Played quarterback at Armwood. Okay. Played that 2 years. Okay, this ain't really working. What made you want to go? Because Jefferson's always had. Go ahead, I'll let you say. Go ahead.
I'm listening.
I said Jefferson's always had that pro-style offense where they get vertical. Because I go back to the state team. They went in 11 where they had Quentin Williams, Andre Davis, Chris Moore. Garcia took them to the show. They didn't get over the hump. But like I said, I just remember Quint was getting vertical. And that's as a old school football dude, I like to see that. I remember, I still never forget, they played Gaither, and they showed them the camera had it in one end zone. So Quint was deep down, and he ran a play action and hit Chris Moore at the 50. You just see him coming into your screen he goes a touchdown. But with that being said, Jefferson opened up the offense to let you get loose. So what made you leave Jefferson? You know what? I'm finna go. I'm gonna go to Bloomingdale. And y'all had some pieces. Y'all was set up.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all had a John Hall. You had a decent running back, a decent defense. So,
at Jefferson, that was the year before COVID. So coming in after that season, I had led Florida and passing yards per game, stuff like that. So I felt like I should deserve some college attention in general.
Okay.
I want to say in D1, just some college.
Right. Somebody look at you. Exactly. Okay.
I wasn't really getting that before COVID came. I had coaches come talk to me and stuff like that, but I ain't never really getting no official offer for real. So when COVID happened, we didn't have spring, we didn't have nothing.
I remember.
We couldn't practice, we couldn't throw with nobody. So I was working out with teammates that was at Bloomingdale. We got cool over the break, and they were just telling me like the team they had coming back, and like Jefferson, we was falling apart. Like with our team, we had a good team. Like we had athletes, we just couldn't
come together.
We just couldn't come together. And
Right. That's very important.
We was breaking off left and right. Like people was trying to leave, so I was just like, I ain't finna be on the team.
Remember that too. I remember some
So,
of the pieces.
so let me ask you, when you start working out with the guys at Bloomingdale, did you talk to your dad like, man, I'm really, Dad, I think I'm gonna try Bloomingdale. I think I want to try this out.
Yeah, like, cause like the talks of us leaving started happening like right around like right before COVID happened. Like, cause people on our like my number one receiver at the time at Jefferson was talking about leaving. So like, I'm like, we just
So that's like February, March, y'all.
yeah, like we just put up all these numbers in November and you trying to leave. So I'm like, I'm not gonna play with nobody else. Like
Right, because you trying to go to schools. I got to go.
yeah,
I got to have some dogs out here legal. I can't throw it. They ain't catch it.
They knew who that receiver was, right?
Now, who was?
Jamari Gassett.
Yeah, I know.
Who end up,
Exactly.
okay.
yeah, so we was at Jefferson together, like, and we put up a lot of numbers, like good numbers. So like
Right.
coming back to school here and he leaving, I'm like, we just did all this together. I'm not finna stay here after.
Right.
And you trying to leave, and then like they was trying to bring in like freshman receivers, which they were good, but like I felt like for me to go to the next level, I couldn't be out there.
And let me say this: sometimes you have to be selfish in those type situations because this your last year. Like I said, you ain't got no camps over the summer. You ain't got nothing. You just really y'all gotta just work it, just throwing the ball around. So now it's like, okay, what? I got to go where I got some guys that are seasoned, and I may be the missing piece to where we could do something great. So I'll let you get back to what you were saying.
Yeah, so like with that, like with all that was happening with Jefferson, then with Bloomingdale's situation, our one of our running back coaches was like he ran our 7-on-7 team that I played for, so he was trying to get me to come to Bloomingdale.
So everybody working there.
Yeah, like they was trying to get me to Bloomingdale.
Okay, everybody working
out of high school. I mean, coming out of middle school, I meant. So,
okay.
Like, it was kind of an easy transition. Like, every day we working out, he telling me the pieces they got. And at the time, I think Ajay had just got to Bloomingdale. He came to Bloomingdale, like, right before COVID happened. So, he was already there.
Right.
And they already had a defense the year before. And, like, literally, I was the missing
piece.
So, like, and that's something they, like, kind of embedded in me. So, I brought it to my parents, like, my mom wasn't really going for it at first. Like, she what? Nah, she, like, no. Like, she ain't going for it, like.
So
I had just transferred.
Did you go to Jefferson?
I had just transferred.
Just transferred.
So she was like, no, you're not finna keep transferring to all these schools. Like,
see, I'm finna bring Dad in. So how'd you get that worked out there? And say, okay, you know what, baby, we need to look into this, like this opportunity, because like you said, if he stays at Jefferson, you never know what happens. And then, like I was telling you off camera, you could be looked at as a great talent who played high school football but didn't do nothing after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So go into that.
On bend the knee like boy at the I mean, once he broke it down, because you know he gonna break it down. Cause I understand the football thing, but once he broke it down to me, and then we sat down and broke it down to her, it made sense.
Okay.
Because once it was something to be said. He ended up, like I said, after the 10 games, he led the state of Florida in passing.
I remember that.
And he ended up 4th in the state. We didn't even make the playoffs. So
now, I want to ask you this, because you went to Tech, your wife went to Tech. Was Tech ever in the equation, like coming out of middle school?
I mean, to be honest,
Be honest.
It was all about him. So
okay.
I mean, I wanted him to go. Of course, she wanted him to go. But the opportunity to go to those type of schools with a quarterback already,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know what that was. What happened? What was at Armwood? So you don't want to keep on going through that. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Do I think he could have did it and when he got the job? Yeah.
Okay. Now for the fast forward to your senior season. First time y'all play all the way y'all played them at
Bloomingdale.
Opening game.
Opening games. So I know you hyped there.
Yeah, I was.
So let me ask you, do you talk to any of your buddies that was still there during that week? What was that week like?
Like, I ain't gonna say during the week before, like, we had like a scrimmage and like Big County Preps came out and did like a whole, like, it took pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
So a lot of they players like on social media.
They
like,
chirping.
Talking, yeah. But
talking crazy.
Like, I understood why they was talking just because, like, I had just left there and we were supposed to be the hot team, so they felt like they were still the team. But it was a lot of talking, like, coming into that week for sure. But, like,
how bad y'all beat them that game?
We beat them by 1 point. 15, 14. That,
okay.
We didn't even score offense touchdown that game. We wanted defense.
Now y'all got loose on Tech later on. I mean, not the playoff game. I'm talking the game. Y'all got loose. Y'all beat Tech like about 2 touchdowns, right?
Oh, not my senior. We beat them both games on the last play of the game.
Both games.
I stand to be correct. I'm sorry.
The extra point game or the other?
No, that's the onside kick. The onside kick was the playoff game.
Playoff game. Okay.
But the game, I thought that's one of Jack call, right?
Mm-hmm. That the first one. That's when we played in the first game. We came back.
All right. Okay. But I think the beauty of high school football is that when things are changed now because social media is such a pivotal piece of these kids today. So it's like I'm old school. I pick up the phone and call you and say, okay, hey, I wouldn't talk to you the week up. I don't want to talk to you. We ain't nothing to talk about. I'll holler at you Saturday morning. Because we lose, I ain't going nowhere. I'm in the house. I ain't doing nothing. So I know, like you said, I know you felt good about that. So going through the season, and if you remember, you threw for like over 3,000 yards junior and senior year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you put up solid numbers. So now we get through high school. Now we doing the recruiting. What schools looked at you jumping out the gate? Because I know you said Tuscaloosa's where you went.
Yeah.
Is there
out of high school? I was really getting a lot of like D2s, like
so USF. Hold on, USF didn't look at you at all.
So
I'm gonna tell you what this is. This is. I can say it because I'm.
Yeah, go on a second. I mean, we did it last week, but go ahead, do it again. Do it again.
Local, your coaches should be pushing their players.
Okay, but when you say that, but let me say that, and it's coaches, they can do that, but I keep trying to tell you, South Florida, for some reason.
I wouldn't finish at South Florida. I just said South Florida and look at it.
Now, go ahead, because I already know I'm going to match your energy, but go ahead.
No, coaches. Let me tell you something. You know, I told you how CB, Coleman Bell, got to Miami. Your dad may know. Put his own film together, sent it out.
Okay.
But, you know, you have, and that's when Jefferson was doing this. That's when they were rising. But since then, there's a network. We've had you can.
But they didn't look at Quinn. South Florida didn't look at Quinn.
I didn't even understand that either.
But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. They just don't. Yeah, Mr. Football. That's what I'm saying. But it's just South Florida for some reason does not touch like Michael Penix. They didn't look at him, but they didn't look at him. And that's what I keep trying to explain to people. That's what I keep trying to explain to people. We got to call it for what it is, and that's part of why South Florida is struggling. It's one thing to say, okay, here it is. Now you a local kid, but just imagine you come from a big family. So just imagine CJ got me, Trey got a game. South Florida, they got a game. Everybody coming. Because you talking about the Jags, you talking about your folks. I mean, everybody. You know, shout out Charlie Boy, Big O, all them. They coming. They at the game.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So we have to address the element. Let's stop dancing around this. South Florida would rather get kids from other areas, and they content with that because there's no precedent on winning. The emphasis is not on winning. We're going to field a team, and we're going to try to compete. But, you know, like they got Alabama this year the same week. Y'all go to Mississippi Valley State. Don't even do it. Go ahead and talk crazy. Go ahead and do the Tracy McGrady.
38, 35.
30-35 what?
Ooh.
That you gonna combine them scores at the end of the
game?
I mean,
he got you. KJ just said that's why they stay on the bottom. Nina started to talk about, hey, Auntie Baby, don't do that, Nina. It's a grown man you talk to. I told y'all about Auntie Baby. Stop doing that. Yeah, stop doing that, Auntie Baby. It's a grown man we're here talking to. But, okay, so, yeah, she know I'm clouded with her. So, with that being said, okay, so now we go to Tuscaloosa. What was that? I mean, to leave, like you say, Tampa's a bigger city. Mm-hmm. So, you talk about going small town. You know, you got to really make some adjustments. You know, like, okay, you know, the Walmart. I know they got a Walmart up there, you know, so it's like, you know, but it's different. Local gas station. They probably still pump. They probably still pump. Gotta come out of pump like full service. So you can't get that good Cuban sandwich. You know, you can't get them good groceries. So what was that like up there in Tuscaloosa?
It was
tough.
It was when I coming there. It was adjusting Cause I coming from a big city, I'm used to being outside,
moving around. Yeah, you moving around. So
up there, it's like I'm in a box. Like they
ain't got no mall.
Like everything 30+ minutes away.
Yeah, everything closed at like 9:30.
So it's like I had to get used to that style of living, and I wasn't used to it, but I had to get used to it.
Right.
That's what I had to go through.
Right.
To play,
but that's a sacrifice you made, and that's why I think a lot of younger people, they don't understand. In order for you to get something, to sacrifice that, you got to give up something to get where you want to down the road. So just keep doing what you're doing. I was sitting back thinking I'm sure you probably got homesick, especially I know for. You didn't get homesick?
I did.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because for athletes, when your season's in, it ain't bad, because it's pretty much repetition. I got practice, we got a game, but probably that second semester, man, ain't nothing to do. Here it is Saturday. It 15 degrees outside.
Easy.
I can watch basketball, but ain't nowhere to go. I can't even. If I want to go to the mall, I can't even run to the mall. There's nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
So let me ask you this: so when you left Tuscaloosa, coming home, I'm sure you probably, Mom, I need you to cook this.
Yeah, most definitely.
All
They
that.
had some chow up there in Alabama.
Not in Tennessee, but but in Greenville, Greenville ain't nothing up there.
Yeah, that's
They probably ain't got no soul food up there. They ain't got that. Yeah,
that's old
old
town.
How far you come up
like Mayberry.
Picture Forest was
That's Village. That's like Mayberry though, dog. They ended up in Greenville, Tennessee. He said an hour from Knoxville's a college town, so just put that in perspective.
Well, no, because I go up there to Pigeon Forge quite a bit, and I got family in Chattanooga. But
yeah, I'm saying ain't nothing up there.
No chow in Tennessee.
No, they ain't got no soul food up there, man. You probably got barbecue like Sonny's, like that. If you want that. Yeah, just say it's call it like it is. So, you probably ain't got. Now, unless you met one of the teammates, mama that cook,
Something like that, yeah, but
yeah,
not really.
It wasn't really we had some people that cooking on the grill, but
wasn't like that though.
It ain't like my mama cooking.
It wasn't ain't nothing like mama cook. So how y'all? What record y'all put up at? How were you? What was y'all record at Tuscaloosa?
Last year,
Yeah,
it was 9-3.
Okay. How many yards you threw for? Over 35?
No, I threw for 20, 5.
But they let you run a little bit too. I saw you take off on one by 70 yards. Okay.
Yeah, that was my longest college touchdown.
So, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
You just get the ball to the ref. You do a little gritty or just.
I don't really I ain't got no celebrations. I was happy because it was a rivalry game too, so I really more talking trash to the other team for real.
Okay. Okay, you chirp a little bit too. I see. Okay. He do.
Yeah. As a quarterback,
I was watching last night. I seen the other guy didn't talk.
Yeah.
Talk. He gonna talk.
So let me ask you: do you come out talk? Or you let somebody say something to you first?
You gotta say something to me. I'll be chilling until somebody say something to me. Then I just.
So somebody say something to you that you just want to crank up. Then
I
you
think
ready?
that's what give me the go right then.
Okay. That's fair. We're going to take our first break, man. We're going to be here for a minute. So, as you know, every show we dedicate to my man Will D. Left us last year in August. Check him out. This brand of cigars online, clothing line, www.cigarlyfe.com. Get behind the brand, man. Shout out to my man Will D. Rest on. Ruff, let everybody know what you're going on to tell me you got receipts.
Oh, yeah, I tend to forget that. What's going on, Greg Dawson, GD, non-attorney pro se consultants. We help people who otherwise can't afford adequate legal representation navigate through the court system without giving you legal advice. And we do have receipts. You can go to gdnapsy.com, no longer gregdoss.com, but gdnapsc.com. You can catch me every Tuesday and Thursday night, either on the Greg Doss Show featuring DJ Squid or, of course, on the GD Napsy podcast. And I'm giving everybody a heads up. If you get a chance tomorrow night, check us out. I have a plausible resolution to the reparations discussion. I think you'll find it to be pretty intriguing, and it'll be a little historical lesson as well in that. So check us out tomorrow night on blogtalkradio.com at blogtalkradio.com/Greg Doss, and of course on YouTube Live at Greg Doss GDNAPSC, and on Facebook Live at Greg GD DJ Squid Greg Doss on Facebook.
Man, you gotta know your handle if you gonna be out here trying to promote something.
I'm trying to retire.
You got the guests over here laughing at you, man.
Hey,
come on, man.
No, they laughing at each other.
Are you laughing at you?
No, they watching their phone.
You don't got stuck.
That's a military eye. That's a military eye. You don't know about that.
DJ Squid.
No, because I was thinking about this.
You sound like Shaq over there, man.
I was going to tell. Make sure you also get a chance to check out some of my appearances in front of the city council. You'll find those to be really entertaining.
Man, Drake used to war and stop stuttering, man. Look, hey, we're going to take a quick break. We do not own the rights to this music.
I was about to
Torres, give us so we back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
School. JUCO, something like that. Yeah, trade school. We back at the second segment of Chop Shop. Yours truly, EZDZ. I got my man Ruff to my right, and we got the Simmons, Tre Simmons and his dad CJ kicking it with us. And we just talked about offline. Some of you just said CJ is very paramount. I think a lot of kids now look at the sexy school as far as the big school. KJ has, my homie just said 4 years of school anywhere is a small price to pay for the rest of your life. And I agree with that because I think a lot of times, like we just spoke, the education, the scholarship, that means here's a chance you go to school, but you got to, if you're not playing ball, what's going to keep you motivated to remain in school? Because I think nowadays, like, you know, we always talk about competition. These kids today, they don't want to compete.
They just don't.
They don't have that. They don't have that in them, and that's why I think the bad thing now is that Tampa ain't nothing going on the Tampa. I love it here, but ain't nothing going on down here. Nothing. No. And the same people, you know, and I went to school in New Orleans with a ratio of 13 to 1 girls, and I'm still trying to be in Atlanta. I'm just like, and because I didn't know nothing else. So it had to take me a little while to be like, you know what? It's somebody, my dad told me, it's somebody in Atlanta that's the man this year. Right. It's their turn. Your turn has come and gone. Right. Focus on what you got to do, you know, down here in New Orleans.
Well, also it's the experience of the college life, and also you all have opportunities, like you can go into coaching. You have A, B, and C plan, plus your dad to tell you, if you can play, they'll find you.
Right, and that's true. And then the good thing is, you know, out the gate, second week you got a signature game. You know, SEC, Florida, they're gonna have easily probably 95,000 in there. That's a good look. So like I say, if you go in and compete, you never know what may come from. And that's why I just think, you know, those are opportunities to take it the same way the opportunity you took advantage of leaving Jefferson, going to Bloomingdale. Here it is. And I've been here since 1989. Bloomingdale they ain't never even been like playing football past Thanksgiving. So I'm just being for real. Now you sit back and think that the season is first week of November. When have you seen Bloomingdale in postseason conversation? Dedrick went there, Fred went there. Yeah. You know, we know some guys that went there, but when they ever in football conversation, okay, hey, they playing meaningful football.
They had a good season 2 years before he got there.
But
Okay.
They ain't go that far.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So let's rewind. A good season is 7-3. I'm just saying. No, I'm not bad. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't care about.
I'm just saying, but that's just what you did. But what you guys put together was something that may not be duplicated. Because you sit back and think, now here it is that this is 2023. We've had Ted go to the state, who's never gone to the state. Bloomingdale's gone to the 4. Mm-hmm. Then let's go back. Armwood's made some appearances. Chamberlain went 20 years ago. Jefferson has made appearances and also won the state. Okay, but then outside of that, though, Hillsborough went to the state in 96.
Yeah.
And then went to the 4 and lost to Lakeland in 99.
Yeah.
But then
Plant.
Then Plant has won some too. But then outside of that, I mean, it's kind of like the SEC, like you top heavy. You see what I'm saying? So we need the gate. Robinson got to the 4 1 year, lost to Pasco the year Pasco.
Who was the quarterback then? Was it?
This was like 2015. This was the year after that. The year after the Jefferson whooped them. They were back again and lost and beat Robinson at Pasco.
What came from Blake, right? Transferred to Blake and went to Robinson. I can't think. I know Zane.
Zane Gilmore, right? Zane. So was leaving Armwood hard for you? It wasn't?
That was a no-brainer.
The views and opinions
expressed.
So, I mean, just like you just...
You didn't have Callahan, though, right?
Nah.
Okay. I had Davis.
Coach Callahan had retired like the year before I got
good.
Yeah. But I think also with that is that, so when you talk to your dad about dad ready to get out of it, he was just on board like, yeah, let's go.
Armwood.
Leaving Armwood, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I wasn't playing at Armwood my sophomore year. I ain't play. So, like, it was kind of like...
That's frustrating, man, like I say. And then you played quarterback with the Jazz, right?
Yeah, up until, like, my last year. Then I played, like, different position. But, like,
okay.
I always played quarterback.
Okay. So, like I say, yeah, then it's one thing, and I tell people, here we go again, it's hard to get kids to come out and practice, and you want them to go full speed, and they're not playing. I'm telling you, I don't care what... And then, like I say, you coach Little League, so... And y'all, you know, the mentality, they all over the place. But like you said, if I'm not playing, what you want me to do? I mean, just go ahead. I mean, go ahead.
I don't know.
Be
I'm
diplomatic with
55, so times have definitely changed. I'm just saying, you had to compete to play, and
right.
I don't. That's it. The times
but at least the
and there were fewer opportunities.
Right. But see, my thing is his 6,500 yards in the next 2 years playing high school football, and I can't use you in no capacity.
I mean, the frustrating thing at Armwood was when he did play, he did his thing. Like, I can remember the game against Blake.
Okay.
It's like week 4.
Okay.
Okay, my bad. Let me fast forward. Rewind to the week 3.
Okay.
Plant was a big game that year. Plant was good that year.
At Plant or at Armwood? Okay.
They put him in on the 3rd and 15. He threw a 22-yard dead route.
Okay.
Middle of the field, first down.
Okay.
Took her right back out the game.
See that's and let me ask you, did you have conversations with coach like, hey man, my son, or are you just because I know you coach.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard because I tell people all the time, let the coaches coach. I'm one of them. I don't want to talk to your kids. I'm talking to you. Yeah. I'm talking to the kids. And then if the parents want to know something, then that's something totally different. So how did you balance that?
One of the most, I mean, it was kind of up and down, but one of the best things at me and my wife, 15-year-old, came to us. It was like, don't call no meetings. Let me handle it. And it was like, whoa. And when he finally came to us with the frustration, like, it ain't nothing else I could do, that was the problem, because he don't give up. Like, right. Like I said, that's one thing about the Jazz that we harp ourselves on. They competing every day. Like, compete. That's why I laugh when people, all these years I've been coaching for the Jazz, y'all got favorites. My favorite is a football player. You can play football, we gonna play.
I think, but see, that go back at daddy ball and trying to holler at your mama. You know, like I don't.
See how you did it.
But I'm just saying that go on though.
I want to sit on the stands and Friday and watch you play.
Right. That's what it's about.
That's the give back, and that's what we all about. Like,
Right.
It's nothing to see 15 of us come to the game.
But y'all culture a little different too. Like I said, you got Big O out there, Skin, Killer,
Still out there?
my man KJ. I know a lot of them cats. You know what I'm saying? Like Big O is like Tampa royalty to me. He just is. You know what I'm saying? Big O is he's just that kind of dude. And he's such a. He just always got a smile. He always talking jump, but it's just something about him. He just, as a young kid, I play for a coach like Big O, because he gonna push for you. He gonna set demands on you, and it's tough love that come with it.
And he gonna keep it a buck.
And right, and then on top of that, but a player like that will go through a wall. Coach Chang, they those type coaches get the most out of their kids. Mm-hmm. They take their kids to heights. They never, because you get some coaches that get the most out of you. You be like, man, you in a zone, like you just possess. You know what I'm saying? And certain coaches get that. They get that out of their kids. So leave it all. Where you say leave it all, but with heart, and also getting to Jefferson.
Well,
you said. So I point you there.
High school. There you go.
Okay, so go in there.
Hall of Famers there.
Okay, go in there. Was there a quarterback competition, or you coming? Okay, this is Tre. This is you.
Like we had a receiver. They had a receiver playing quarterback when I got there.
Okay, which happens. That happens.
Yeah. So like me coming there, like he just went back to his position.
Okay.
Like it kind of like
he was happy
just
to go back.
Yeah,
go back home.
He was an actual receiver. Like he was just playing quarterback because they didn't have one. So
and how'd y'all do at Jefferson Aggie? How'd y'all do?
We was 5-5 that year. So that was my first my first average season, like ever playing football.
Ever.
Like
and for all the alumnus of Jefferson, we need to really do something about that.
But I keep trying to take this. But see, here we go again. The kids today want to go where they win it.
Well,
win it. I'm telling you, win to me, it seems like win is more important than playing.
It does cure.
I think win is more important than playing.
Oh, you mean they don't? As long as they on a team that wins?
Yeah, they win it. Yeah.
No, you got to come there willing to compete.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, so,
let me tell you something. Brandon, and I got this from a solid source. Dressed out 15 players last season.
That's crazy.
Brandon used to be on double session back when you was in school. And back in the day, Brandon got Highland Pines. They got Sampson Park. They got Jackson Heights. They got some of Palm River. They got some of Progress Village. A lot of kids from urban areas, Ebo City, AT Street Park, all them kids went to Brandon.
Right. I remember, and if you've been here for a while, 15 players for Brandon.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
So like I said,
that sounds
right.
crazy.
But what I'm saying, once again, when you not winning, it takes a special kind of kid to play football. You got to have a different mindset to play football, to deal with the physicality, just the day in, day out beating. And then if you losing, and you talk, Brandon got running clock, I think 7-8 times last year.
That's
Yeah,
that's easy. If you got 15 people, that's still 48 minutes.
But that's not being realistic. That's not being like you say. Now here we go again.
I'm just trying to put me in the mindset of a young man, because I was like, well, how do you get up, go to school somewhere, and you don't want to compete for the school, or you don't want to do something?
Yeah,
I don't understand, because he don't go to the games. I'm the one for shop at the games, but I'm.
Here you go.
When he does show,
well, go ahead. I'll let you finish, sir. Go ahead, Ruff. Go ahead, Ruff.
My point is, when you do show up on those rare occasions, what the first thing we do? We see cats in the stands. I'm like,
always in the stands.
I never watched a football game from up here.
Yeah, always in the stand, man. Coach tripping. Coach tried me. He like him. It's always something. But just the best players go play. Yeah. And that's what it boils down to. But I just think nowadays is that kids want to be where they winning. So even if you don't even play, you could chirp, say, oh yeah, we beat y'all, but you don't even play.
You also want to be a part. Well, I shouldn't say you want to. You want to be a part of something, of anything. I just can't imagine I'm gonna be. But see, but let's go back. Let's go to your 5-5 scale. I don't know how good your memory is. Y'all played that year. You would have played King.
Yeah, we played King.
Hillsboro.
Yeah.
Plant City. Didn't play Plant City. Spoto. Lato.
Nah, we played
Alonzo. Freedom.
Nah, we played like King was in our district.
Blake
was in our district.
Okay, Blake. East Bay.
We played East Bay.
East Bay, okay.
So and then like Blake was solid last year. East Bay went 9-1 last year, and won the first round playoff game.
Yeah, but okay, go ahead.
But they did. You play your schedule. All you do is play your schedule.
All you gotta do is line. You gotta line. They line them up. We go take them down. I give it to you.
Listen. Craig beat up Debo, so Craig to tell what his neighborhood, okay? So regardless of Craig's record, Craig beat Debo.
Beat Debo, right.
Right, so that Craig the bullet down. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. We got Parham checking in, Parham Robinson alum, but that's what I say is, did y'all play them?
Ooh.
Robinson.
Nah, we play Robinson.
And that used to be a rivalry. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I get back to is that every year, King should play Hillsborough should play Tech. Tech and Armwood now is a natural rivalry, but now they try to make Tech Jesuit thing, which is I think is good because Jesuit is the blueprint for high school football in this area. I don't care what people say. Get mad with me, be mad with Chop Shop. Jesuit is it. Like Ric Flair say, to beat the man.
You gotta beat him, man.
You gotta beat the man. You gotta beat the man. Jesuit is the man.
But with Jesuit, if you want to have that discussion, the support at Jesuit is different.
Yes.
The mentality at Jefferson is different. Your nephew still ain't happy with me, but what did you tell him?
That's an opportunity. Like we had Malik and Travell on when we were actually doing. It was prior to COVID. We were actually like podcast just through the phone, and that might have been one of the best interviews we ever had because they spoke in detail about
the benefit of going
to Jesuit. And a lot of people, a lot of kids don't grasp that.
And I'm gonna say the other school that I have a son that graduated from Jefferson and a daughter that went to Berkeley.
KJ again say parents stay out of coaching business at Jesuit.
Right.
Go ahead.
But
Preach,
I think
KJ.
that more of these kids need to take care of the academics or do whatever. If you can't go to what I think is the greatest school, go to a Berkeley, go to a Jesuit because your opportunity is
already set up.
It's not even.
And it takes you places. It takes you places that you never.
That sheepskin is gonna matter.
Yeah, it means something. And then the connection that you build. Even quiet as kept, Bloomingdale has a lot of those resources. Yeah, because they out there in a nice area.
Working
and then like I told you, the year because the wine and pot cold grill.
Yeah,
partner eyes. Okay, the wine said, yeah, we asked for that they want a hoodie, sweatshirt, jacket, something. I said, y'all get anything you want, you win it. All you gotta do is ask for it.
Yeah.
When you win it, it's not an issue because everybody want to be on board with that.
Donut sales on it?
No, they sell no donut. They ain't sell no World Fire Chocolate in Bloomingdale. They got people out there gonna pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't sell no pizza out there. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Booster clubs. I mean, that's something that we always go back to. Certain schools always gonna stay ahead because they got the resources. Like you sit back and think, and I hate to say it, but Coach Ashwood, he's at Sumner now, but he was at Middleton. He was saying they didn't even have enough money to put kids in 7-on-7 tournaments. Yeah. And you think about all the affluent African Americans that have gone to Middleton.
There's no way they should.
There's no way. And that's what I go back to. You got to give back, but the sad thing is that
generations. There's two
when
generations
you win
removed, but there's two generations removed. And I'll say this: the mentality and the lack of respect for the generation of the Militons and the real Militant, the real Blake, you're there to tell you they should be almost treated with reverence when them older people show up. Because when I say I'll talk about this on my show tomorrow. But the path that they had to walk, y'all don't know nothing about.
Right. Yeah. But see, like, and I'm gonna get back on cloud with Trey a little bit. When you was at Bloomingdale, let's do this. What was y'all like team lunch like? What y'all ate before games?
Or team?
Wait, I'm let them go. Go ahead.
We just get like pasta, like shrimp pasta. We was getting catered food. Like we had.
Say it again, Trey. Talk to the mic. Tell folks what you again.
We had catered food, like
catered. See what I'm saying?
Something out there called Dukes. Like they catered.
But you know why? Because they winning.
Yeah.
They winning.
Well, Brandon was like that when
anybody doing spaghetti. They winning.
That was like
with meat sauce. Spaghetti and meat sauce.
We was getting at the beginning of the year like spaghetti, but once we started winning,
I'm trying to tell you everything changed.
Everybody robbers a few times too.
Nah, we got.
And see, Deuce probably local right out there by Bloomingdale. They got local spots. Yeah, they got local spots out. They take care of all that.
Like local spots out.
You know what I'm saying? They take care of that right there in the community. I keep trying to tell people.
And they want to be
when you win it. They want to put the bat out there.
All that good stuff.
They want to be a part of that. I'm trying to tell you when you winning, everything is easier when you winning. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Buck tickets this year $179 for a game. You know how much it was last year?
About
$359 average. So you sit back and think. Now see the Tom Brady dynamic is gone. So now everything's gonna get back to status quo. So you won't have a struggle. We'll have a struggle getting tickets. Go ahead.
When you say status quo, what do you mean?
They're going back to what they used to. I'm not talking about I'm saying as far as pricing. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about pricing, how things are
I just
going to
want
be.
a little clarity. That's all.
No, that's fine. I get it. You got your super. I give you that. But I'm just saying as far as
Actually, they got two.
Right, but you ain't gonna have folks, scrambling. You can get you a ticket now with no hesitation. You go right in and get you a ticket. Brady gone.
Season tickets were sold out. Right?
No, I'm saying, you couldn't get a ticket for nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Can I go see a game in Atlanta?
Yeah, you can go see a game in Atlanta. Yeah, you can. You can.
So we being personal, right?
No, you go see a game. You can sit anywhere in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, I might
just
go
keeping it
buy
a
a
buck.
ticket at the top and walk down.
That's fine. You can probably get in there and sit down. You probably get there at $12.50.
Right.
Come out in there. They might let you in free.
Right. They might be waiting.
Yeah, game start at what?
Might wait for me.
Yeah, they might let you come on in. You want to sing the national anthem? Whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, I keep trying to tell people, when you're a part of a winning program, everything is easy.
It's definitely different.
It's easy. You can ask for what you want. Like I told you, the White said they asked for hooded sweatshirts or jackets.
We got all that.
Yeah.
See, my thing is, as an alumni, there's almost
Watch them out there today. We play y'all twice this year. Keep that same energy now. Don't get out here selling out.
Y'all be 0-2.
Talking about we garbage. Yeah, we got y'all week 7 and 14. Keep that same energy.
You go ahead and pipe up the band 0-2. But when you're an alumni, there should be no school in Hillsborough County that's 20 years old should really want for
Okay, I'm gonna go back to King. King was 7-3 back in 2012. They got banners all out there on the field. The next year they go 1-9. People do not want to be part of a losing program. It's hard to ask people to invest and support what we're doing if you're not winning.
I believe the blue and gold.
Okay,
it's just.
But even like let's do this. When y'all played Bloomingdale, when y'all played St. Thomas, what day y'all left to go down there?
We played at Bloomingdale.
They came to y'all. Okay, they came to y'all. So where's the first y'all traveled that year? Did y'all go anywhere that year? I know that was COVID, so I mean,
we went to Plant City, we went to Pinellas Park, and I was at.
Okay, so everything is pretty much local. So that's bus ride, come back.
No, that
okay.
Pinellas Park it would be a trip for y'all, cause
yeah, we left like 4:30 that day.
I was working.
Now watch this. What kind of bus y'all took over there?
Oh, we had regular bus.
Just regular school bus?
Regular school.
Okay,
We
so
ain't
charter them.
Nah, like if we would have went to St. Thomas though, we would have got.
they would lay it down. Okay, Denzel said y'all went to Lakeland. Did y'all play in Lakeland that year?
Yeah, we played.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So just
yeah,
y'all beat Lakeland.
Whooped them.
yeah.
like 40 to
14.
Man, them boy was tough, man. Hey, stop trying them boys like that now, man. Hey,
listen.
Torre, mute his mic, man.
Hey, say what you want to say.
You stuttering that when they call you like they know the flu.
That ain't the Lakeland boys.
Hey, but you beat them. Hey, but you beat them.
That's a quality win.
Definitely quality. You beat them. But that's why I say I just think that I laugh because we clown. This is my brother. We clown a lot. We talked about Jesuit. Like Jesuit when they played the state was last year. They game was Saturday. 2 years ago, they game was Saturday. They went down Thursday. So it's like a bowl game. But like I tell you, but once again, when you talking about that money, you probably got folks in there fighting about who gonna pay for it. I got it. You paid last time. I'll pay for it. That's true. It's no problem, and that's why I keep.
They really don't want for nothing around nothing.
Right, and I'm trying to tell you, and I'm throwing this on the clock. I'm throwing this out here down. Let McNeese State beat Florida.
Boy.
Let them beat Florida.
Boy.
You won't pay for nothing else in Lake Charles as long as you down there. Nothing.
They'll come out everywhere.
I'm telling you, you won't have to pay for nothing. And that's why I keep trying to explain to you that opportunities make the most of them. I think about, certain plays, like I think about Johnny Football when they beat Alabama. He had to pay for that now. He was straight.
Yeah, he was straight.
He was set.
Man.
He had to do nothing. So let me ask you now, when you watch, because I know you're a fan of the game, so what quarterback you like watching?
Just like
just growing up, just who you like watching?
I used to like Johnny Football. Like that was my favorite quarterback.
Favorite quarterback?
Oh,
okay.
Really?
Johnny had swagger for a young kid. Yeah, you talking about that was 11 years ago. So he like 9, 10. Yeah, so that's
He
swag.
also had a lot of talent around him.
He did, but Johnny Football was that dude. Don't Give him his now.
Yeah, he won the Heisman.
Yeah, he was, and they beat Alabama. They beat a loaded, a stacked Alabama team. So you like who you like that play now?
I love Lamar. Like,
You like Lamar Jackson?
I like
Okay.
Lamar, Deshaun Watson. I like Jalen Hurts too. Like them three really like, and I like Joe Burrow too. Like I be watching Joe Burrow more, but like.
So you're not really on Mahomes? He all right?
I mean, I like Mahomes. Like Mahomes the
Okay.
best, but like for my style of play,
Who you like watching? Okay,
watch
similar
them.
to what you do.
Cause like Mahomes really got a lot of like gadgets and gadgets. Like I don't. Like,
KJ, we're gonna get you on here, man. I got some. I'm gonna holler at you when we get off the show.
yeah, like
He
like,
has cheat codes.
We play. Like, I feel like we got two different styles of play. So like I don't really too much watch him for like to help my game for.
Okay.
More just,
Now let me ask, what kind of offense y'all run down there in McNeese?
we spread. We go like we got spread, power, like balance. But
How tall are your receivers? That's big. Like you got some darters. Are they long?
we got. So like we use tight ends, so our tight
There we
ends
go.
kind of like our biggest receiver. Like we got some flex guys, like they probably our
A little
top-
bubble screen. Would they let you run if
Yeah, I love how they use me like in the offense.
It's
though.
him. That
Like,
offense.
it's him?
That's my style of play, like RPO, like because we ain't got no tall receivers, but we got short receivers that's fast
And what number you wear at Bloomingdale?
too.
Let's do this. Give me a game day at Bloomingdale. Everybody in the locker room getting dressed. How long it take you to get dressed? That.
And then like I say,
Oh, so
like,
you ain't got like you have your spats and
I get spat. So I say like in high school I used to be like the last one. Like
well, I mean you gotta take your time.
yeah, I
Hey, you
had to
look
take
good.
I used to try to see like what I was wearing. It used to take me a long time to pick out what I was gonna wear those.
Okay.
Like, it used to take me a little minute. But it was straight though. Like,
But ain't nothing wrong with being last. Cause we would laugh at last. We gotta say, listen, for the guys at high school, if you play a high school football, don't be the first one running through the battle of the yearbook because you know you ain't playing. They ain't playing at all.
They run hoping they get.
Yeah, they get
The
this.
picture.
Oh yeah.
You get the picture.
You go back, hey man, you see how I play? Look at me right here running through the thing. So yeah.
Nick said it used to take you 2 hours to get ready. Coach Nick.
Take you 2 hours?
That was Coach
not
Nick.
2 hours, but it used to take me a little minute though. Like,
Coach, he was that bad?
like he used to be waiting on me, like for real, like, cause I ain't know what I wanted to wear. I was indecisive on game day. What I
What you
wanted.
mean like?
How?
Far, what like cleats? I mean, you.
Cleats, socks.
Man,
I had so many pairs of cleats though. Like,
Yeah.
Call it tape.
and we had different uniforms too. So like,
See,
So
but see,
that's-
here
that
we go
changed.
again.
Yeah, see, we knew we were gonna-
Because you know why? They winning.
we
See
had
what he said?
uniform. Yeah, we had-
I mean,
I had four
how-
different uniforms.
had-
Well, they had 4 different solids, then they switched
See
it
that?
up. So I don't
See
think I
that?
wore the same
We had
uniform.
Say it again.
White,
Say it again. Say it again because
white,
you
black,
winning.
gray.
Yeah, and red, right?
red,
Yeah.
And they
high
used to
school?
switch it up.
Yeah.
We had like different combinations.
They
so-
win. Dogs, what don't you understand, bro? They winning. Okay? We only had one pair of pants in high school.
Listen,
Oh, really?
One. And we got red by senior
that
year.
game, they came out in our all gray with that red. I wanted the uniform.
See that?
thing was so clean. They wore it one time.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I say, they like KJ said again, look good players. But I remember like Hillsborough had the gray. Hillsborough got like they had the same colors.
Yep.
Hillsborough had 4 when Torrey and when Austin was there, they had 4 different tops. But that's why I keep going back to is that your resources are in abundance when you part of a winning
Come on,
program.
come on everywhere.
They pay, like I said, then here it is, Bloomingdale, you got a lot of mom and pop spots out there locally. And there's no telling what they giving. Hey, whatever the kids need, we got them. They pumping money into the program. And that's what they're doing. They're supposed to. That's why I try to tell people, if you alumni, you should give at least $100 back to your school.
Yeah.
For whatever.
Yeah.
If you, it's $100 ain't gonna break nobody.
Right.
You should be able to do that just for whatever the kids need. If it's towards food, uniforms, but then we got to get better. Then we got to get better people. Just like Parham said, Durant and Bloomingdale, Durant same thing. Sumner. That's what I try to tell Alonzo. Like I said, you can win. And then the thing is,
crazy.
expectations. And I hate to say it, but expectations in 2-parent homes in these area communities, you go 7-3 every year, and they happy.
Yeah.
8-2, you might change the name of the street to your name. For real, because the expectation it's not we're winning. Just like Coach Darryl just said, same thing like you say, Parham and Newsom. Went to a basketball game with little nephew Joe Fallon's son play. Went and saw them at Newsom. I'm talking about the facilities are crazy out there. Talk crazy. And this high school, I'm talking about high school, dogs. But here we go again. We're at Fish Hall.
Where?
Fish Hall, but like I say, the same thing.
That's what I thought.
But once again, people want to support. When they want to support, like I said, when you winning, everything is easy.
Right.
And I tell you again, September 9th, when y'all go right up here to Gainesville,
Please break the clock.
if y'all beat them, I'm telling you right now, I'm definitely gonna watch it. Definitely gonna be pulling for you, but you beat them, everything changes. And I try to tell people, when you're on the field, anything can happen.
Anything.
And you got to put that, because a lot of times people say that this a check game, just getting the check, just come back and try not to get hurt. No. Anything, because the thing is, if the kids believe it,
it can happen.
And I don't want to offend no Gator fan, but Florida don't scare nobody this year.
Offend them.
They don't. Florida don't scare nobody this year.
Offend them.
So that's why I try to tell people.
Go up there and give 6 minutes of your most intensive action, because each play is about 4 or 5 seconds. Go give 6 minutes of everything you got. You'll be fine.
But then the thing about it, once you get hit, and you're in the Florida game, okay, now we can play.
That's what I think. Like, I just gotta.
I admit, once you get hit, the environment, because you've never been in a stadium that big.
It's gonna be a culture shock for me getting there, because coming on the field, can't hear it. It's gonna once I get
and that's how many that will be there.
Now I don't know if the game, have they set a time for the game yet?
7. It's prime time.
Oh, it's a night game. So to me, they've been drinking at 10. They drinking early.
And it's their home opener.
Are they home? Yeah, they go to Utah.
Now
that gonna get out of hand.
So they'll come back pretty upset.
Because they most likely gonna lose to them.
Wow, he just said don't say anything on the radio.
But he's speaking like I say, but my thing is, like you say, 7 o'clock game. So the heat won't be. But y'all play where it's hot anyway. So the heat won't be a factor for y'all. Because like I say, y'all.
Yeah, we in.
Here go Nina again. You'll hear me, Trey. If you say Auntie Baby, I'm going to have to throw you out. Hey, we're going to take our second break. We're brought to you by my man Carlos Body, the auto repair set over there at 71. Oh, well, he's still with he with the Chiefs. 7101 North 40th Street. Check him out at Tampa, Florida. My man Low do good stuff out there, man. So make sure you go check him out. Good price and he fair. And you see, I'm the only one in uniform there. We got our chop shop apparel. My man Don's gonna get a demerit. So got a good T-shirt. Elevate Designs 813-400-7015. Get behind the movement.
This is my protest shirt before y'all see me on Thursday with my shirt from Mr. Ron DeSantis.
Lord have mercy. So look, we're gonna give us 2 minutes. We'll be right back. I do not want to write this music. Go ahead, Torres, give him some. Yeah, what KJ said, but like a home game for you.
Yeah, I was just for showing it too.
Yeah. Don't have Nina go. Finna get into the last segment of Chop Shop. Yours truly, EZDZ. I got my man David Ruff, Greg Dawson right to my right. And we got Tre Simmons and his dad, CJ Simmons, in here kicking it with us. Now, real quick, you spoke about being out of Louisiana. You got your music, they got their music. So what you be bumping down there in Lake Charles?
Some young boy Kodak, like, cause I'm from Florida, so I be trying to bring like Kodak, like the Florida slide there for sure. But like, I be listening to like Rod Wave before the games, like something to really just like mellow me out. Like, I don't like listening to stuff that get me too hyped, cause I go out there like out there tripping. So like, I gotta have stuff to like mellow me out there.
What's your favorite food?
Fried chicken.
Eat every day?
If I could, yeah.
If you could,
Yeah,
okay.
He said if I could.
Now I know Mama's probably gonna be first, but Popeye's and Kentucky Fried Chicken. What you like out of them?
Popeye's chicken good. Make chicken way better than KFC to me. That's me. Cause like up there, they Popeye's different. Like
it's a little more seasoned. So let me ask you, eating up there, cause Lake Charles is a smaller area, but they got a mall, kind of like Lakeland. Put you in mind, Lakeland, smaller.
That's exactly what it is.
College town. You know, you can move around a little bit. So what y'all do in Lake Charles right now? No football is finna pick back up, but when you first got there, what y'all was doing up there? What y'all hang out on campus or?
Nah, we was real like. It was like some little spots they got up there. Like we'll go
on campus or not that far.
Campus. Yeah, not that far from campus. Literally like 3 minutes. Like everything really right there for real.
Right.
So we go out stuff like that. Like we really be training. Like it's really nothing to do throughout the week.
But that's a good thing. Like I said, that's a good thing. Like I said, just stay focused on what you doing, and like I said, just stay on that path
and enjoy the college. Enjoy this experience. Pops will tell you, everybody want to be grown. Till that first, them bills start coming.
Oh, them bills.
You want to be grown.
And I tell people all the time, when you get that fervor, they don't never stop.
Hey, grown and grown. They don't never stop. Same, but they show different. Boy.
They don't never stop.
Both are painful.
Yeah, especially you got to pay for it. So yeah, I totally side with you on that. So let me ask you, going back to your high school years, what was your worst high school moment? Football.
Worst. We played St. Thomas. Like they was up on us like 20 to 8, something like that. But we ended up getting like a turnover, so we kind of like turning the game back around. Like we driving. Like third down, I escape, and I'm finna score. Like I done shot through the hole, and I got stripped, and like that changed the whole game. Like,
think you'd have scored?
I would definitely score. It was like I walk in, but like he behind me, like he just punched the ball out.
And they picked it up. So let me ask you, after that game, when you realized that my high school career is over, is there anything that you left like, if I could have did, I really wish I could have got to do this. I wish there any regrets?
Not on the field. I felt like my regrets came from like, I don't really have no regrets, but like if I could do it all over again, I would have went to Bloomingdale.
As a ninth grader?
Yeah. Instead of going through what I went through, that would have been a perfect.
But the good thing, the beauty of it is that defines who you are, because you had to go through that
to see
it makes
to get to where you are now. It made you tougher. And that's like it's like so P. Diddy said at Notorious, it's what you go through. I forgot how he said it, but he said what makes you don't break you.
Yeah.
Right.
So with that being said, you go through that, it defines who you are now, because now you look at it a little different. Like you played at Armwood. Okay, here at Armwood is one of the blue bloods of high school football in the area. Well, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. I mean, call it what it is, they are. I mean, so with that, successful program. I know you were part of a class that came in, the expectations were high. Sophomore year, you're not getting to play. Okay, let me go ahead and leave. I'm finna dip. Go to Jefferson. You open up the offense a little bit. Now, okay, but now I got kids talking about leaving. You come to Bloomingdale, and everything just comes together. But that's why I say I just think for me, a lot of times with kids, when you make moves, make the moves that's best for you. And I think you did. You did what was best for you.
Yes,
and there's nothing wrong with that. So I think a lot of times, people get stuck on, well, you got to be here, you got to stay here, this, and this. But if you stay
earlier for y'all now, every decision you make, is
and it's a lot different. It's a lot different. Like it's a lot different. Your best high school moment.
Ooh, I can say Bloomingdale again. Like,
was it beating Tech at Tech?
Yeah, both times. Like, cause Tech really like, I don't know. Like me and Tech, like it's always.
But y'all played Tech the first time. Was it at Bloomingdale? Or was it at Tech?
We played Tech at Tech. We played them at Tech.
Okay, then Tech, but Bloomingdale whooped them the following year like by 2 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the year before. Yeah,
the year before. Okay, yeah. Bloomingdale kind of had their number.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, they kind of had their number.
The head coach we got. When he was there, when I was there, he was like 5-1 against Tech.
Yeah,
he ain't never really losing.
Yeah,
he was to Tech the year after we left.
left. Yeah, like I said, just wasn't the same. A lot of pieces were gone.
We lost like 20-something seniors from that season. So.
And that's why I say so. Cause I still remember like I got a couple parts of Carl Fitz, Al. I mean, everybody named Daddy. Me and you might be the only 2 people that wasn't at that game that was in the city. So I mean, they going live and Tech scored late, and then. They tried the onside kick, but I still don't understand. They did the onside kick. Bloomingdale got it, moved down. And I forgot how y'all scored.
We had like swinging gate. You ever like heard of
Yeah.
So like we end up like I threw a pass. We completed it inside like the 10. So we was gonna try to kick a field goal. We were gonna try to kick a field goal to win. But they ended up jumping off sides.
Showing up, that's why I remember that. Yeah, I was going for the tie. Then I think coach said,
they jumped
go
off
for
sides.
it.
So
we're gonna try
got the ball
it.
like at like the 2-yard line. We was like successful with that the whole year. So and we had the dude that was running it. He was our D lineman, but he was athletic. So they ain't tackling him when he.
So let me ask you, because I remember somebody had you like, I don't know if you threw your helmet off, but you could just tell like it was just such a relief. Like, you know what? We beat Tech, and I just think for sometimes you have signature moments, and Tech was always looked at as probably the last 7-8 years the bully.
Yeah.
In the area, you know, Jesuit is different, but Tech play everybody, so Jesuit don't play everybody. So with that being said, Tech was always looked at as the bully. You got alumni like your dad over there. I don't know if he talked to you. I know he pulling for you to win, but Tech is his school. So I mean, I get that too. And you probably got the chirping going on. You know, you probably got some guys go to Tech. Oh, we go dog y'all, and
most of them my homeboys. Most of them my homeboys at Tech. So like playing Tech was just like
that was fun. But
it was really fun.
Yeah, like you say, and that's the thing. I hope we get back to in this area with the ADs, where you bring back some of these rivalries that no longer exist. Yeah. You know, where you get Armwood Tech every year. You could get King Hillsborough, King Tech, Jefferson Plant, Jefferson Lato, Gaither Chamberlain. You know, we need
they don't play
those.
Each other every year no more?
No.
Wow.
Class, like I said, they're going by classes now, so it's a lot different.
Classes did change too.
It's a lot different. So when you got KJ Cloud, but that's why I say I just think, and then also with that when you because Tech was the game before St. Thomas, right? Mm-hmm. That's a lot. That's hard to come back from with that energy, and then to come back that week, you know. But like I say, that's part of it. Were you ever in awe when you was out there with St. Thomas? Because a lot of times we, as fans, like St. Thomas, always been loaded, and I've never been on the field with them. What you think?
Man, we knew the ends. Their ends was going to Florida and Bama, and
that's something I got to dude that come through the shop. He refs. He said one thing about St. Thomas, those kids, the coaches teach that they're different. Like when the refs, the players are like 5 steps behind the coaching staff, so you ain't gonna never have the players right there in the middle.
Taylor was their DC.
There we go again. See that?
That's a different. Like,
it was different. It was just
but that's a good experience that you take for, even though like I said you lost. And I mean, it's always something that you learn, even for games that you run the clock on people. The game you lose, it's always something that you take from each experience. So going back. And like you say, when you signed with Tusculum and you left in the summer like everybody else, right? When did you get home? So how long did it take you to be like, man, I want to come back home? The next day?
Wow.
Like, it ain't really hit me like, my mom and them left, like, because my roommate, we went to school together at Bloomingdale.
Okay.
So, like, it was like, we was straight, but, like, waking up that next morning, like, seeing, like, I was in Greensville,
ain't no Bricado.
It was just like, I was just like, yeah, like,
I can't go to Brandon Ball, like. But I think but like I go back to the same thing, just that experience. Like, you know, KJ was at West Virginia. I know he didn't do it at West Virginia, but he hung in with. That's why I think a lot of times that you got to get away from the city to appreciate and then also stay focused. Like I said, you was in the military. You went all over the world.
Graduated
and left, within a week, he in the military. That's why I say I just know a lot of times people get so stuck on where they at and they don't try to do nothing different. And even like as you go into college, like even like when you at Tusculum, take advantage. When y'all gonna need road game, I've been here, like I seen this. Like y'all go to Itabena with Jerry Rice went, y'all play them.
You won't
travel.
see much out there either. Huh? Won't see much.
Yeah, so do y'all, cause y'all play Houston Baptist too, right?
Yep.
Is that home or they come to, or y'all go there?
This year. They went there last year, so I think they come to us this year.
Okay.
That's gonna be interesting.
go DeWine says his quarterback, but that's what K said, best decision he ever made. But that's why I go back to it's a lot of times, and if you could give any young player, let's say a kid that's 12, 13 right now, about to start high school, 13, 14, what advice would you give them?
Listen. Like, that's number one, listening to your coach, because, like, your coaches know stuff, like, you'll never know. And, like, I said another thing, really, like, something I ain't take advantage of growing up. I was, like, natural talent up until I got to a certain age. But, like, perfecting your craft at a young age make everything easier.
But now you got so many, you got camps. But see, I think now that what hurt us in our younger time was that resources. Parents don't have, when you talk about sending a kid to go to a camp, play ball, it costs money. And the first thing my mom always said, is it free? No, mom, it ain't free then. You ain't going. And that was just standard. Like, okay, that's it. Wasn't nothing else to it. I don't care what was going on. Like, hey, is it free? No, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Accessibility was different too, because now we had to go to get stuff.
Right.
Now, it's if you put a little effort in it, it's reasonably close.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, it's attainable. Because like I said, you got
dad that plays. If you have a dad that coaches or parents that have the resources to help you, you have opportunities. And also, sometimes you just got the pride to pick up the phone and say, like you said, follow instructions. A coach should be able to take a lot of these kids a lot farther than some of these kids are going. And
Yeah,
I'm not as associated or as closely associated with the school systems, but I'm one of them guys who have an issue with coaches that don't. I could always reach out to my coaches. And even when I came out the Army, I was up in Tallahassee playing semi-pro, I could call my coaches. A coach can really do a lot for these kids, which is
Well, you're more likely, but then you have a lot of kids that grow up, don't have men in their homes. So that's that surrogate dad that they lean on, to talk to about certain things. And even like, Coach Chain took some kids to the Florida State spring game. We helped out with that. And I was just, the experience that them kids, some kid may never go to a college campus.
You go see the 2024 national champion?
Who?
You said Chain took them to see who?
They went to Florida State.
Oh, see the champ. Okay.
Well, they got a state title game y'all play for?
Yeah, we're gonna play for one this year.
Who is?
We are. That's real cynical.
Keep that same energy. I just want that same energy. That's all. See that?
I'm glad you feel that way. I'm glad you feel that way.
I'm here for it. Whatever it is, I'm here for it.
Right there on Tennessee Street.
Hopefully y'all play McNeese State.
Yeah, for the national championship, right?
Yeah.
Because Florida got 2 losses coming this year. I know McNeese State and us.
Okay, that sounds good anyway. What was it like playing for your dad? What was that like? He was hard on you?
Yes, like he was.
But I got to ask you, was your mom mad? Was your lady mad with you, like, after games? Like, you be too hard on my baby?
Not until he turned 9. He was going to play for me for a 3rd year. That's when TBYFL incorporated the older lighter.
Right, okay.
And we tried to get him, our hardest to get him to 67 pounds. He was 70.
He couldn't get to 67? Okay.
So
like to eat too much, huh?
I'm talking about, like, because I used to do all the running with him.
Yeah.
I was losing all the weight.
But see, you part of that tech program. See, Coach J gonna run you. I don't care what nobody tell you. That back in the day, your dad can attest to this. Tech was the most conditioned team. Basketball in Hillsborough County, they run it down 56. They run it down Hart. They run down Hillsborough. I'm telling you, listen, ride down 56 around 4 o'clock, mid-October.
Mm-hmm.
They running. I'm telling you, can see them on Harney, you see them on Oregon, Hills. Bro, they running. They for real. They no cap. They
my
running.
first thought would be I must be the cross country.
No, no. Coach J got them running. And I was just like, I said they running like they running. And when you saw them on the court, that's what they were. They were playing like pinball. They getting up and down. They running. Cause they were scoring. They were putting up 90 to 100 a game. Wow. Yeah, easily. That's what I'm saying. So go back playing for your dad. So, and then you got to ride back with him. So you're gonna hit all the way going home. You know, they just probably looking out the window like, man, well, he just won't be shut up like that. It won't be quiet. He still chirping. So when y'all finally get to a point like, you know what? Okay, I ain't gonna be so hard. I'm gonna let him play.
I mean, naturally, I'm a coach. So
Okay.
round about, I'm gonna start saying when I seen that it wasn't working, round about 11, and that's when it was more sitting. See, once he left my team, it used to feel good to sit down and watch him play.
Okay.
Because he went with good coaches.
Okay.
So around about that time, it was more or less, you know what? They can't get on him, and I get on him double. He ain't taking that. So then it started, the talking became it. That made everything easy.
Y'all still do chalkboard or?
He know way too much football for me.
Now let me ask you this: what was he like as a fan, as a parent at Bloomingdale? So let's say, for example, you do something, you mess up. You know, you may miss a pass. You know, something. Do you? Because I mean, dads, you can hear them. Out of everybody else, you can hear me. You know where they at. Because in fact, if you're out there warming up, you know, you looking. That's just natural. As a kid, you want to see. I want to see what my folks is. And mama may be sitting over here with her crew. Dad somewhere.
You know, he don't got that kind of moment. She in the ball game like me.
She in the ball game too.
what?
Okay.
She know what's going on.
Okay.
Nah, but like halftime, like high school, like I used to be texting him like every high
Texting?
like
In the locker room?
before our coaches, like we used to first come in, our coaches just go meet. So we really they used to give us like snacks and stuff, and we really relaxing for like 10 minutes. So I used to be on my phone texting him, and he telling me like what he see, like keep my head straight, and that was like good because
We definitely didn't have that.
We had no phones anyway. Like I said, you couldn't do that.
I went to school with no beepers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we had none of that.
None of that.
Oh yeah, hey, Coach Dick, talking about when you walked that 200 at Platte City. What was that about?
oh my god, he gonna keep bringing that up. I think I threw a pick.
Okay.
And he ended up returning it like on their sideline. So
Okay.
like, I chased him out of bounds.
Okay.
And I walked like around the field, and instead of like running across back the field, I walked around because they started to play, and I walked around. And I had
what took you so long to get back? You were mad, frustrated?
I was
I can imagine.
I was
Okay.
mad. I threw a
I
pick.
throwing picks.
So like
Good.
he like but Coach Nick then he seen me the whole way, like so he like walked, like he met me like at the end zone, like he let me have it, like he did let me have it, like it did look like, looking back at it did look bad, but like at the moment I'm just like
that's a bad look. Like you threw a pick at least, and then the thing
You were
is,
still thinking about the pick,
you
right?
still
I'm
thinking
thinking
about the pick, but the play is over.
the play over,
The play over, so you can't change it. And then the thing again, you got your players looking at you like, man, like what's wrong with Trey?
Like, he the quarterback,
Trey tripping, like
So like it kind of like when he broke it down to me, then that's when it made me like.
made you understand.
It made me understand, then I start having to like carry myself different because like
the team-
everybody do watch the quarterback. Like
I'm telling you, listen, as a quarterback, I don't care if it's little league, your daddy coach, we done coached, done played. The quarterback is the person that everybody looks at.
everybody,
Right.
Even like I said, if you on defense, you probably, even like if you playing and the team you're playing is on offense, you looking at the quarterback.
Yeah.
Because
Body
everything
language.
goes through
the quarterback.
Through the quarterback.
Definitely.
So you may have a child that played, do something, but you try to see what the quarterback do to see if your child gonna be incorporated in that play.
Right.
If they're on the line, they making a block, just can they get through? So you got to keep your head up and just, hey, I made it, messed up.
Yeah.
Let's go to get back.
And also probably learning young. Once it's done, the play's over.
It's over.
Right.
Let's get on to the next play.
Right.
Don't let the same play beat you twice.
Right. But I think that's something that, we get down. And I think sometimes as kids, they seek perfection. So I ain't gonna never interception. I ain't gonna never fumble. That's part of the game. Things happen.
Yeah.
And you've seen guys, the greats, Brady, Joe Montana, they thrown picks, they done all kind of stuff. So that happens. Yeah. Steph Curry shot air balls. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, he made all his shots. That happens. That's why I think it's a play. Appreciate that part, Hammer. You just keep going, and you just play through it. That's why I think a lot of times kids don't handle adverse situations. Yeah. So if they can run from it and avoid it, but you got to face it. Like you threw a pick, so let me ask you, whether the tip or just a bad pass.
Bad ball. Like Like, it was just one of them plays I tried to do too much. Trying
Okay.
to be Superman, and then I got...
Yeah, like I said, and then
paid for it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, and especially at the collegiate level, you got guys around you. Let them make the plays.
Yeah, most definitely.
Don't put everything on yourself, because a lot of times when you take that upon you, then it looks like, okay, you're a ball hog, you selfish. Let your guys, y'all all are there because you could play.
Right.
Let them make the plays. And just run the route. The ball coming, and I'm getting rid of it. So.
He said he has daughter receiver, so I'm pretty sure they don't told you they don't want you burping the baby. Just cut the ball.
But like I said, but the spread, they probably
Did they say that still burp the baby? Nobody got.
Nah, I ain't heard that.
Yeah, they said old
You
school.
knew that was right.
Yeah.
Hey, cut the
So
damn
let me
ball
ask you.
loose,
So
man.
what you eating red beans and rice down there?
I just started eating red beans and rice when I got there. I ain't never. I don't know. I ain't never.
Louisiana full of different. Some take
Yeah,
jambalaya,
it's gonna be
I had
heavy.
gumbo.
I ain't never had.
Yeah, you like
Okay.
crawfish?
Yeah, I just started.
See,
I just started eating crawfish when I
That
got
take
there.
too long to eat. I ain't got that kind of
Yeah,
time. It take you about 10 pounds. I ain't got that kind of pitch your head sucker. I ain't got that kind of time. That take too long. I want to eat. So like you got po' boys are good.
I like the boy.
Okay, po' boys are good. So look, you been out there yet? Okay, so
All they do is feed you.
but see Louisiana has that vibe where they welcome you in.
Yeah.
The spicy food don't bother you either? The spicy food don't bother you? Okay, good.
I ain't really like spicy food up until like recently though, like, cause that's like kind of all out there. Like,
And that's where the bark fruit beer started. Cause down there they say cold drink.
yeah,
They don't say soda.
They don't say
They say cold drink. You want a cold drink?
For the first time, everybody looking at me crazy.
That's the same thing with me. Like I said, I tell people I had two funny stories. I had the John Roy, the commission said, best of luck at what y'all doing. Definitely was hard coaching your son. Yeah, commish tough too. He be out there clouded. But I tell people, Louisiana tax was 9 cents when I was going. So I went to Rally's one day. Rally's still got
Yes, checkers.
yeah, exactly. So Rally's had the burger 99 cents. I got $1.05 of it. So I'm old school. So I got the $1 and I got the 5 cent of a little thing about my gear. So okay, I got $1.05. I'm ready. Let's run it. Run through the drive-thru. Let me get the Rally's with no onions. Okay, it'll be $1.08. I'm like, $1.08? I ain't got never. I ain't got no $1.05. Like, wait a minute. Where the tax is? Where the tax? So I got to the drive-thru. I never. It was a dude. He was so cool. He said, "You're not from here, huh, bro?" I said, "No, man, I ain't from. I'm from Atlanta, but I go to school down the street." He's like, "I get the 3 cents for you, man." And I just remember after that. The next time I went, I said, "I'm ready for you now. Here go your 3 cents." Yeah. So like I said, yeah, you got to, like I said, and then one thing about Louisiana is that they just have good people. They just very accommodating, very hospitable. Like you said, you go down there, they gonna take care of you.
The visit blew my mind.
Yeah.
The visit was like, both of us, we was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Because we was like, our connecting flight was late.
Okay.
So when we got to the school, it kind of like everybody was waiting on us.
Yeah.
And then it was just like you said, it was welcome, and it was like, oh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But they just got that vibe. Louisiana they just hospitality. Now, as far as say, New Orleans is rough, as far like the crime, but just a weekend to get away.
Perfect.
New Orleans is it.
Yeah.
Cause you can hit Bourbon Street, or when it's Mardi Gras, when it's a Super Bowl or NCAA championship, New Orleans has everything for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to get into, good or bad, you can get it in New Orleans. And like I said, you get out there Friday and leave it and come on back Sunday or Monday. So I tell anybody, visit. So even like say when school get out, y'all December, y'all get back January, try to maybe check out the LSU game. Like say get out and see a little bit of it. Cause like I said, if you got a friend that got a car, then you can move. And that's the key. Cause we was in school. Cars are like, who got a car? Everybody got no car? Anybody got no car? You got to hope somebody, if you got a car, like, because everybody had a car, had friends. So everybody with the car, he was what was happening. He got a car. I remember, like you say, you wait on your check to come in and, stuff like that. But it'd be crazy. But now it's different now, because like, you got the cash. Hey, Dad, send me some money. I need some money.
Yeah, Uber, they got things that just...
Yeah, it's crazy. But like I said, but we lived through, didn't have none of that. I can remember
I remember we didn't have internet. I tell kids all my kids, we didn't have internet.
Yeah, you had the encyclopedia.
Yeah,
somebody put a post out said, you thought you were better because you had the encyclopedia, your neighborhood.
Yeah, that and an almanac.
Yeah, the almanac. Yeah, the almanac was free on some of them. Yeah,
almanac. Yeah.
That's why I say, man, it's just, oh, yeah, he going to Trey talking about, don't, KJ don't look like Zion Williamson. Don't get out hanging with him. Now they play a quarterback. But like I said, yeah, you just got to keep yourself balanced, man, because that food, they got good food. It's filling. Yeah. That food definitely filling.
It's heavy. I know it's heavy for sure.
So let me ask you,
but you eat cornbread too anyway, right? I can tell.
Yeah, they got that.
Yeah, that's gonna be
there. They regular people, man. Yeah, these ain't no.
No, I ain't talking about him. He don't play.
But I'm saying, but that way he come from. He regular folks. They think it'll be they think it'll be going. I know they think it'll be going on.
Them cornbread,
food everywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So before we let y'all get out of here, man, CJ, you go for any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my family, my wife Kiana, Nick, the girls, Nell, and Chaper. Everybody watching. The whole we'll be on here for another hour if I name everybody.
I feel you.
They all watching, so
okay.
Whole family, y'all.
Okay. Well, Trey, anybody you want to give shout outs to, man, before we pull up, get out of here?
Shout out to my mom, my 2 sisters, grandmas, my cousins, everybody. Love y'all.
Y'all doing something before you leave?
This.
Just real low key. Okay.
Not this time. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just tired of people calling me asking me if they gonna see him. I'm like,
but I'm tell you something. And with that being said, come to the house. You know, I ain't got to take them till you come here. But on FaceTime, like I said, you can FaceTime. Here she go again. Please tell your auntie, give your auntie a shout out. She's talking about his auntie.
Auntie need to, yeah.
Yeah, please. Sure. Thank you.
Auntie need to know, like, that's second mama.
Curry, take her phone, man. Let her take her auntie Jazz or jumped on Lord have mercy.
My mama text me talking about you better say your mama. I said the big old family. Yeah, all y'all. It's too many in the name.
Uncles, auntie, everybody.
Yeah, you go. There's a bunch of y'all, so it'll be all day.
Shout out to that Jag family. They on here too. They hitting me too.
Definitely. Knit knees too, for sure.
So let me ask you, then maybe what we could do when once school get out, I want to bring you back on, man. Because like I say, this is, and then something that you could talk to the younger kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a responsibility we all have. You got to give back. That's why I say talk to, because a lot of times kids don't see kids that look like them. Here it is, you grew up in the JAG program. Mm-hmm. Right. So for you to come back and talk to the kids, because I know they'll be doing stuff like January, February, and let them know and get them something to say, you know what, I can do this. I can do it.
He kind of did that right before he went back to school. I
okay.
Brought him out.
Well, that's cool then.
Quarterback, and it was
that's
raining.
Cool.
And just it kind of surprised me because a lot of the younger ones, a lot of them 10-year-olds knew who he was.
Yeah.
They kind of flocked to him. Man, you going to the NFL? It was kind of cool.
But like I said,
he kind of laid back and reserved. I kind of, you know what I'm saying. But the interaction.
But he handled himself because I think a lot of times when you come up in the urban areas, only thing you see really is negative stuff. Mm-hmm. Right. So you don't really have nobody you can look up to be like, man, you know, he doing it. So with that being said, you know, just continue to do, because it's a lot of people that's watching you. And I'm not even talking about, and I try to tell people that if you don't make the NFL, you don't make the NFL, but you have a responsibility to younger people, to your family, to be the best Tre Simmons that you can be. That's right. And that's all I can ask for. So your grades, work on those, work on football, because for you your story is great. There's a lot of sacrifices that you've made, your wife's made, your family, for you to get to where you are now. Don't drop the ball. Yeah. Don't drop the ball. So that's why I try to tell you, it just stay on that, stay the course, because what's for you is for you. And I tell you, like I said, September 9th, y'all might go up there and shock the world. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So it is, like you said, to be in that environment, because it won't hit you until y'all run out.
Yeah.
When you get in there, you warming up. That's cool. But when y'all go out, because what they probably do normally is that the home team come out first. They go to holiday, you can't even hear that, and here come the McNeese State Cowboy. They all come on out, probably have your all white on, your all white be clean. So I know you're going to be clean that game, ain't you?
Got some time they wearing it.
All white?
Yeah, never wore white helmets before.
No, we ain't got white helmets.
I got white helmets, okay.
We just going out white pants, because we're a tradition, so we really got one pair of pants, 2 jerseys.
Penn State, huh?
Yeah, we tradition.
Yeah, Penn State, they do it. They ain't got no name. They ain't got no name on that. Yeah, I can't say your name means everything. But baby, appreciate you. Great kid, great family, no doubt. My Shanna, Simmons Nation. Yeah, but that's why I say it's just do your thing, man. Like I'm telling you, we pulling for you. I mean, I know I am, because it's like your story.
I definitely am.
Your story, like I said, your story is great. Cause I remember,
win everything.
I just remember, like I say, just your road, your path that you've taken, and to get to where you are now. We've been trying to get you on for a while. We just could never put it together. But like I said, the good Lord worked out. Cause I had somebody probably coming on with CJ hit me. I was like, oh, but now we're gonna switch this to. I said he here for a week, so I gotta get him on. So make sure you get some fried chicken before you leave.
Definitely, yeah.
I'm looking at the T-shirt. You see his T-shirt?
Nirvana, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't care about that. Kids don't care about that now. They write whatever.
Wasn't that what's wrong with the
That's a rock group, but it's like, but see, we wouldn't have worn nothing like that. But they kids don't care. That's a shirt.
Man, that's a classic right there.
I mean, that's a good group. But he probably like, man, I'm just throwing this on.
I ain't even know what it was.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I ain't.
Kids don't care about that, man. Now I gotta ask you. Now I gotta ask you. I'm real funny about the uniform. Y'all name on the back of the jersey?
Nah, I just say Cowboys. Like,
okay,
we ain't
so
got
they
our actual name on the back. Nah.
That's cool. Like I said, and then y'all do bowl eligible too, right?
Nah, we ain't. Both.
So y'all play. Y'all won double A.
We got FCS playoffs. So we
okay,
we
that's
got
still cool though.
Playoff bracket.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Did they go last year?
Nah,
You gonna change that?
Most definitely.
You gonna change it? You gonna change it? I forgot where the championship be at, but yeah, you could y'all think
Texas, but
Texas,
Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay, right outside Dallas. They ain't that far. It ain't
gonna be hard either.
Nah, but that's why I say enjoy the college experience. Anybody you want to give shout out to before we get out of here?
I almost cussed again. I'm thinking about
No, I want you to cut. Please don't cut.
We need educators in this state. But you get a chance, check me out tomorrow night. I'm going to talk about a plausible resolution to reparations based upon what Mr. Tan suit wearing Ronald Reagan did for the Japanese. You'll find it to be pretty intriguing.
All right, so before we get out of here, man, I want to actually, we got NFL camp starting. The Marty running back getting jerked around. That's another conversation.
Ooh, man.
Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to my man Mike Trigg, too, man, down there at Colin, him and Eric Trigg. Man, they had the Kappa Conclave this past Friday. All right, this past week. So a lot of Kappas in town, and to see the love that he spreads, like I'm at Conan's hanging out with them this past Friday. You probably got about 50, 60 Kappas in there waiting in line to get food.
Yeah, that's all right.
And that's why, I tell him all the time, I missed it. I was trying to call him on to tell him I'm proud of him and what he's doing.
And a good dude.
And a real good dude, solid dude, you know what I'm saying? Now, had you been at Bloomingdale right now, we'd have had Conan's doing. I'd have put that together, had Conan's on.
We almost made that happen.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Like I said, he do that. Like, he do anything for the kids. He
great dude.
I'm talking about his son, because that would have been real crazy.
Oh, y'all would have got Michael over there?
He tried to.
Lord have mercy. That wouldn't have been fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad though, because that would have been too easy. Like,
That'd have been a lot. Then y'all definitely go down there. Y'all definitely waiting on St. Thomas then, but. So throw Conan's up real quick from the Torres. They close at 9, not 10, so I apologize. I've been incorrect on my time. So way to go, Torres. Appreciate that, brother. 1510 North Hubert, Tampa, Florida, 33607-813-870-0404. They opened up. Actually, Fennell down there DJing today, so I guess they doing something down there today. I saw Fennell put a post out, yeah. So they DJ Rob Bay, so yeah.
Okay.
Check them out Thursday. Like I said, you get a chance. You pull out. You leave Friday.
The Dragon Energy.
Saturday morning.
Sunday morning. Wait, that's the 30th Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Sunday
What time your flight leave?
Like 6:15 in the morning.
We gotta get about 4:30 then. Yeah. And we flying to Houston or New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Yeah, take your little out here. Get them. Somebody has some red beans the right way. No, you get that. There, go to put that text in. Hey, I'm coming to get. Appreciate that, Ori. And last but not least, man, where we normally would go hang out and kick it out there at Wingstop. We got 4 locations. Like I say, we do not frequent the one in Selfner. These are the 4 locations. They sponsor the show. Yeah, 22nd to Hillsborough. We ain't on none of those.
I don't know about that one either.
Yeah, 23048 Florida Highway 54 813-705-9464.
About that.
1219 Bruce B. Downs, right about Wiregrass, 813-536-0222. Bush and 56, 9305 North 56, 813-373-5174. Old School, right about the Blockbuster, 56 and Bush. And headquarters where it all started, 2776 North Fowler, 813-903-9464.
Cook mine for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Lemon pepper.
Before I get out of here, man, I'm going to give a shout out to my wife, my better half, Alicia. She's been putting up with me for the last 11 years. This past Thursday, we'll be celebrating our 11th wedding anniversary this upcoming Thursday.
Miss Lisa, you have my sympathies. I mean, what's going on? Go ahead, man. My bad.
Bro, you stop telling you been trying about the whole show, man.
Don't lose this.
Hey, Torre, can we have a meeting, emergency meeting after the show, man?
Intervention.
Yeah, we had Doss doing something different. You might do casting or something like that. We'll get you off the show. Hey, you get out here and bring people in.
Hey.
So, yeah, but as I'm saying, before we get out of here, man, as I always do, anybody want to be an artist or want to see the executive producer, all the videos, all the record, dancing, come to Death Row. We go live next Monday, man. We're going to have Mike Young and talk about chess. So, hey, keep God first, love your family, and when you see us, holler. Good night. Thank you.